Most studies define older people as being over 65, which is also the age of retirement in Australia. In Victoria, people over 65 represent 14% of the population, 69% of whom reside in Greater Melbourne, making addressing the needs of this population is a major consideration for urban planners. A subgroup of older people is the older CALD population. Mostly CALD refers to those families where English is not the main language and or cultural norms and values differ. In Victoria, 34% of older people were born in non-main English-speaking countries. Out of these, 85% live in Greater Melbourne. According to a survey for the Council of Port Phillip, older people are particularly at risk of social isolation, including older people of CALD backgrounds. Studies show that individuals who lack social connections or report frequent feeling of loneliness tend to suffer higher rates of morbidity and mortality. In the general older population, there is a wide range of factors causing social isolation, such as lack of income, work, friends, or family. Transportation, accessibility, and special housing needs are among those directly affected by urban policy. In a survey done for the city of Port Phillip, the majority of older respondents appear to be most concerned about maintaining mobility and identified access to public transport and supported transport services as key issues in supporting active living. The older CALD population is subject to unique causes to social isolation. Language can have a major effect on accessibility to services. In Victoria, 9% of the older population speaks English not well or not at all. Out of these, 95% live in Greater Melbourne. Although only few older Australians were recent arrivals, absence of family and friends due to migration and the circumstances of migration can impact social isolation. Often fear of authorities and cultural values can prevent elderly CALDs from involving outsiders in family or personal problems. And lack of diversity in the workforce of service providers has also been shown to impact on access to services. Planners should be aware of these difficulties and work to build trust, communication, and familiarize themselves with the cultural norms of elderly CALDs.